Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode since Defenders of Equestria was officially released. Although as I'm in the UK, I haven't been able to play with the cards yet at all. So this is my predictive top 5 cards in Defenders of Equestria, starting with a quick few honourable mentions. So the first honourable mentions to get out the way is all of the mains that have been printed. I'll be going deeper in depth with these mains later on, so I just thought I'd leave them from this. And then I'd say Concerning Cutie Mark has a lot of potential in very low curve aggro decks, where you can just double face off this, like turn 2, 3, like ridiculously early in comparison to what we're used to. Tough Love is the yellow equivalent of Food Fight, and you know what? Any immediate disruption is good, and this is a solid bit of immediate disruption for 2 action tokens. So Changeling Throne, when I first read it, thought it was going to be number 1 on the top of this list. But now that I've had time to mull it over in my head, it's probably not as good as you initially think it is. It's still a very, very powerful card, helping you win face-offs and doing all kinds of great things, but not quite number 1 material. This has a very solid place in Troublemaker-esque control decks, where the 2 effects let you win face-offs every time because your opponent can't really do anything to help them win, but you can just sabotage them, and then that last effect giving you inevitability is you just can score points every turn. Seems really good, just not as good as I thought when I first read it. And the number 4 spot goes to the yellow ultra rare that isn't Thorax. This card is like, it is really, really good. A 1-for-1 that on confront gives you an extra point, even if you had to retire it would be good on its own. The fact that this is Frighten instead, so you can pay 2 action tokens, also taking into account just rallying a friend for 2 action tokens isn't the only way to bring this from Frighten, is really good. The fact that it has Swift, so that if this is at home and frightened, you only have to pay the 1 action token to get this to the problem, so you can score the additional point, pushes it into real good levels and helps it earn this number 4 spot. Very versatile, easy to use, strong bonus points. The number 3 spot goes to Applejack, Captain of the Seven Seas. As someone who plays Party of 1 all the time, this card just screams playability to me. The Enter the Battlefield trigger is incredibly powerful, completely destroying aggro decks, forcing your opponent to keep that bad bit of requirement, if that's all they have for their secondary colour. This card is really, really nice. Gets you out of Troublemaker locks, it just does everything. Yeah, it also applies to you, but if you've got this card in your deck, you're building around the fact that this trigger is going to happen. Even if you keep another friend and retire this instead, the 5 action tokens you spent to completely destroy the board is going to have been worth it. Easily. This card has so much potential and is incredibly powerful. Ember, up to the challenge, is a 3 cost, 2 requirement resource that reads Play to your home. During face-offs you have +3 power. Wait, no, sorry, it's a friend. Sorry. Sorry. It's only ever going to be in your home, giving you +3 to every face-off you ever have. Ever. Even if it's your Troublemaker and your opponent's facing it. So in Mono Blue Epics, your Troublemakers become 3 easier to fight, and 3 harder for your opponent to fight. In, say, Blue-Purple Control, every Troublemaker face-off, even harder to fight. This card just makes everything more difficult for your opponent and makes everything easier for you. If there's a face-off involved, it's easier for you and harder for your opponent. As a card that I read and went, it's alright, when I thought about it, this card just became ridiculously powerful and a very easy put into a bunch of deck lists. And heck, it might even help a bunch of deck lists revive. Remember Blue-Purple? I'd like to see that back, and I could feel like this card is going to be a spearhead of it if you're trying to lock anyone behind a Troublemaker. So the number 1 spot, it's Limestone Pie. I couldn't really give this to any other card because this card stops it from doing what it does. Like that. It is so powerful. This card is incredibly oppressive, ridiculously controlling, and the fact that it has Stubborn while then also being able to get rid of abilities is incredible. If that's Incentric is stopping you from confronting, cool, it's gone for now. Oh, is that a Scootaloo? Cool, you don't get to move anything ever with her ability. Oh, is that a really annoying Thunderlane? Cool, it doesn't have Diligent anymore, so once it goes home, it's there. Try moving it back yourself. Just, the fact that you can do this at any time to specifically target things just before you know they're going to trigger, beautiful. This card is a massive nerf to almost everything that has an effect that isn't Enterplay, or when you play this card. It's beautiful, and I can see this getting run so much. I'm going to be trying to get a playset straight away because this card is just bonkers to me. So there you go, that is my top 5 prediction for this set. I'm guessing you disagree with me, but I'm pretty sure I have a bias for orange and yellow as I played the colours so much in the past, and, well, now as well. I'm interested to see what everyone else thinks is going to be really, really powerful in this set. Tell me on, well, wherever you are. You can comment here, I'll be on the Reddit, I'm on Tumblr, no, all the social medias I have. I'm really interested to see what people are super hyped for pulling and playing with in the new set. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello everyone, so, to update on the whole laptop situation, my old one was officially dead. I decided to let it go. It had the same issue that it had in the past, and I didn't feel like paying once again to get it the same issue fixed every few months, because it would just be mind-numbing. So I have a new laptop with Windows 10. It's been quite the experience getting used to Windows 10, especially as it updated and broke my laptop, so I had to call in a techie person to uninstall all the pointless stuff that got added onto my laptop. That was nice. But other than that, it's now operating fine. The only main difference is that this laptop is a lot louder on the fan, and trying to make it so the fan isn't on the audio has been a little bit of a trial. I think I've done it well, but I'll be coming up with better ways of doing it than just sticking the microphone and the laptop halfway across the room from each other. Just have to see what I can do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.